Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed astrologer and spiritual messenger from sacredsoulempowerment.com. Here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, August 31st through Sunday, September 6th, 2020. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Syrian Starseed Tarot by Patricia Corey and Alyssa Bartha for the main message for everyone. We also have a special message card from the Angels of Atlantis deck by Stuart Pierce back here for everyone, giving us an angel that's guiding our way through this week or that has a special message for us. Your special message card personally, according to your stone or crystal of choice this week, is going to be coming from the Black Moon Astrology cards by Susan Shepard. So this is a very important week this week for a lot of reasons. There's a lot of things happening astrologically. There's a new energy coming in because there's a new month coming in. There's even a full moon this week. But let's start by taking a look at your stones of choice so that we can give you a chance to figure out what special message card that you would like to choose for the week. So let's go ahead and take a look at this first stone of choice is a tektite. The tektite actually comes from a meteorite that crashes to Earth. So the tektite helps to facilitate communication with otherworldly realms and otherworldly beings. It helps with telepathic communication in general with each other. It helps to raise one's vibrational level. It can help to cleanse the lower chakras, especially the root chakra and the sacral chakra of lower vibrational energies that have created an imbalance in those chakras. And of course, we know the root chakra is about our sense of security and stability and structure in our lives. It includes money and finances. And our sacral chakra includes our creative self-expression, our sexuality, and our sense of passion in life. So it helps to cleanse out those disharmonious energies in those chakras. And then the last thing that the tektite does is it helps to increase synchronicities in our life. Okay, your second stone of choice is a beautiful smoky quartz point. I don't know if you can see the point there. And the smoky quartz point here, of course, the point always helps to direct the energy, right? And the smoky quartz is both a quartz crystal, which has a high vibrational level, which helps us to channel higher vibrational energies from the universe. But because it's smoky, it brings it and helps to manifest it on the earth plane, or it helps with manifestation, the manifestation process. Now, the smoky quartz is known as a stone of power. It helps to shield one from negative energies, helps to bring in an inner strength and inner stability. It clears and balances the root chakra again, helps with grounding and focus, and it helps to neutralize any blocks within our energetic bodies or even any blocks in our lives. And then your last stone of choice is called numite. Okay, I don't know if you can see that little bit of flicker of kind of gold in there. The numite has a dark stone here, of course. It's N-U-U, 2 U's, M-M, 2 M's, I-T. And it's known as the sorcerer's stone. This also helps to increase synchronicities in one's life as well. It also assists us with luck, and it helps us with personal magic, helps us with intuition and clairvoyance. It especially helps us to journey into the depths of our own psyche, to reveal what is hidden or underneath or what lies in the shadows, so that we can kind of bring it to the surface and help to transmute it and alchemize it. So again, your stones of choice are the tektite, the smoky quartz point, or the numite. So one thing that's important about this week is that it brings us into a new month. We begin on Monday, August 31st, but we quickly move into the month of September. So we have a brand new energy coming into this month. And I'm going to give you just a little tidbit here is that September is going to be a month of transformation, okay? Both inner transformation and perhaps even outer transformation in your lives. Now, if you want to hear more or know more about this month of September, please visit my YouTube channel at Colleen Lemma and watch the monthly angel card reading for the month of September. It will include the energetic update of the month. It will include the astrological highlights as well as messages from our angels and guides, and a special message card as well for those of you that want a special message depending on a stone of choice in that reading. Now, we start out astrologically, and there's a lot going on astrologically too this week, on Monday the 31st with the Sun in Virgo and a quincunx or inconjunct to Chiron in Aries. So let me explain that here a little bit. This happens really early on Monday Pacific time, by the way. So we're going to feel this on Sunday the 30th for those of you that are watching this a little bit early or watching this in reflection to what occurred towards the tail end of the previous weekend. But the sun is how we shine our light, okay? Of course, the sun is the light giver, right? It brings us light. So the lens through which we're shining light right now is through the lens of Virgo. We're in Virgo season. And Virgo is very analytical, very logically oriented. Virgo likes to look at and pick apart the details of life. It likes to organize. It likes to fix things. It likes to understand how something's working or why something is to be. So right now we're operating under that. Virgo also likes to catch up on projects, things that need to get done, paying attention again to the everyday details of life and kind of getting those little things out of the way and completed and accomplished. So with the sun in Virgo right now on Monday and this inconjunct to Chiron, the wounded healer, Chiron is where our deepest wound lies, and right now it's in Aries. And it's bringing up wounds regarding our sense of self, our self-identity, our self-confidence, our independence. So with this connection with the sun and Chiron, and also too with the sun being in Virgo, Virgo has the tendency to be self-critical and self-judgmental, so where you're kind of beating up on yourself and you don't feel like you're good enough regarding something. So this connection with Chiron is going to heighten these wounds of self, heighten these wounds of not feeling good enough or strong enough or confident enough or courageous enough or what have you. But if we just make little adjustments to our thinking, if we make little adjustments to our perceptions of ourselves and our life, we can kind of start to heal those wounds of lack or of awkwardness or lacking of confidence and courage in our lives. So just remember that anything that comes up for us, and this is at any point in our lives, right? We're always on this evolution and growth journey as a soul. Whenever a wound comes up, it's so that we can shine light upon it and heal it and rebalance it. So this is one of those things to where if you're being self-critical or hard on yourself in some way, or even critical or hard on a situation, somebody else, just in general, this is an opportunity to heal that. As we move into Tuesday, we're now moving into the month of September, this new energy that's going to be all about transformation. And on Tuesday, we have Mercury, the planet that rules the mind, that rules our thoughts and ideas and perceptions, that rules our communications, that rules messages. Mercury is also in Virgo at this time, and it's going to be in a positive connection to Pluto. Now, Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth, power and control, transformation and change. And it's also the planet that rules the shadow side of our psyche and subconscious. So it rules the things that lie hidden in the shadows, whether it's within us or in the collective or in a system or organization. It kind of rules that shadow energy, as well as, again, power and control energy, which can be disempowering to us. But remember, the other side of that coin is empowerment, right? Pluto rules us taking back our power and empowering ourselves. And so with this connection on Tuesday with Mercury, planet of the mind, with Pluto, planet of transformation, this is about us empowering ourselves through shifting our thoughts, through having certain thoughts or using our perceptions or digging down deep and understanding what lies underneath, analyzing something, using our powers of discernment. All of this is Mercury and Virgo in this positive connection to Pluto. So there's an opportunity here to empower ourselves, okay? Now, this leads us into a full moon on Tuesday and or Wednesday, the 2nd of September, depending on what part of the world you live in. We have a full moon at 10 degrees of Pisces. So full moons mean that the sun is in the opposite sign of whatever the full moon is. So because we're having a full moon in Pisces, that means the sun is in Virgo, the moon is in Pisces, okay? And so what happens during a full moon? The moon is at its fullest. It's intensifying our emotions and our feelings and our subconscious reactions because that's what the moon rules. This one is in the sign of Pisces, which brings us to another reason why this is an important week, because the sign of Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. The last sign of the zodiac, and it's very nebulous. You know, Pisces rules the spiritual realm, and it rules the intangible, and it rules the mystery of life in the universe, and sometimes it rules illusion and confusion, and it rules things that are not tangible or grounded. It rules the kind of the mysteries out there. But Pisces also rules the creative energy, and it rules the artistic energy, and it rules the magical spiritual energy. But again, this is a full moon that we're coming into. And so our intuitions are heightened, our clairvoyance, clairaudience, all of those psychic abilities, those healing abilities also, they're all expanded, they're all intensified, they're all heightened with this full moon energy. But so is our emotional reactions, our emotional feelings, our emotional reactions are all intensified as well during a full moon, and especially because this is Pisces, a water sign which rules the emotional realm, and it's the last sign of the zodiac, meaning we're coming into some sort of completion here. Full moons and the cycle of 2 weeks after the full moon is a time of completion, releasing, letting go, and surrendering. We're in this Pisces energy here with this full moon, the last sign of the zodiac, completion, endings, letting go. Again, there's something here that we're completing on a personal level, but also on a collective level here. So this is why this is a very important full moon, because it's the last full moon in the cycle of full moons that we have, with Aries being the first sign of the zodiac and Pisces being the last. September, again, we're shifting into this energy of transformation and change. And I feel like there's something here that's intensifying as far on a collective level, the year of 2020 and what we've been going through. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some very important happenings during this month that might be initiated by this full moon and then the couple of weeks after the full moon, which is that cycle of the waning moon, the releasing, the letting go, the healing of something that needs to come to completion. This particular full moon is in a sextile to Uranus, which is a positive aspect, a positive connection. Sextile is a positive thing, meaning that there's an opportunity here. Sextiles bring an opportunity. Uranus is known as the Great Awakener. Uranus rules the God mind. Uranus is like going from third dimensional into fifth dimensional reality. Saturn rules the third dimension. Saturn rules the patriarchal system. Uranus rules the fifth dimension and going into those higher realms and seeing things from a much higher, experiencing things from a much higher perspective. So there's an opportunity here to really evolve and grow as a soul on this full moon, during this full moon. So I would definitely take some time, do some intention work, do some releasing work, some healing work, have an altar, light a candle, do some writing or journaling, whatever it is that speaks to you. It would be a great time to do that the day before, the day of, and the day after this full moon. On Wednesday the 2nd, we go into this aspect of Venus, the planet of love, relationships, money and finances, as well as our values and sense of beauty, things that are beautiful within us and beautiful outside of us. Venus is in Cancer right now, so there's this very loving, nurturing, caretaking or caring kind of energy with Venus in Cancer. And it's opposing Saturn in Capricorn. This is on Wednesday the 2nd, right after the full moon. Now, Saturn, again, rules the third dimensional reality, the patriarchal system. Sometimes it rules this idea of limitations, restrictions, and delays. Saturn also rules structure and form, or needing to restructure something in our lives. It rules manifestation. It rules authority. And so with Venus opposing Saturn, I feel like there's something going on within home and family matters, because Venus is in the family-oriented sign of Cancer. And Saturn can rule the paternal aspect within our family, the authority parent. Now, this could be specific to something going on in the family, but this can also be metaphoric, right? Because family doesn't just mean our biological family. This is metaphoric for whoever we involve into our family, who we feel is a part of our family, those people that we care a lot about, the people that we value in our lives with Venus and Cancer. And as it's opposing Saturn, there's some sort of aspect of responsibility here, responsibility to family, responsibility to people we care about, a restructuring process going on within home and family, or maybe a restructuring process going on with money and finances, because Venus rules our personal resources as well. And Cancer, the sign that she is in, tends to be very security oriented. So there could be a restructuring that's happening in those areas of our lives. Also on Wednesday, the Sun, which of course we already said was in Virgo, is now in a positive aspect to Uranus, that planet that's the great awakener, that planet that brings sudden and unexpected redirection, change, freedom energies into our lives. So this could bring in some messages, because Virgo is a message-oriented sign. It's about information, gathering more information or researching information. Uranus can awaken us to new perceptions, new insights, these kind of moments that we have that's an aha moment where we get something. Uranus is right now in Taurus. And of course, Uranus is very slow moving. So it stays in each sign of the zodiac for 7 years. So it's going to be in Taurus for a long while. But Taurus rules our values, and it rules our personal resources, and it rules money and finances, and it rules things that are kind of third dimensional, grounded, focused, work, effort, determination, those kind of things. But this is a positive aspect with the Sun and Uranus. So I feel like something gets highlighted, a message comes in, an aha moment, more information, something maybe with money and finances, something regarding a project that you're working on. There's some sort of positive flash of insight or movement or creative expression here. And then on Thursday the 3rd, Mercury, which is still in Virgo, is now in a positive aspect to Saturn. So this is bringing something into form. Saturn likes to bring things into grounded reality, third dimensional form. And what it's bringing into third dimensional form is some sort of idea or thought, because here we're talking about Mercury, the planet of thoughts, the planet of ideas, the planet of communications. So this not only could be about bringing some sort of thought or idea into manifestation or more into grounded form. This could be some communication that maybe you've been waiting for, or maybe that just kind of comes in out of the blue because of the Sun connecting with Uranus the day before. This could be kind of grounding something, making it real. Maybe you put out a message in the last couple of days, and so now the message comes back, or the communication comes back, the person calls you or emails you back or something, and so now something's becoming more real and materialized. On Friday the 4th, Venus, still in Cancer, is now challenging Mars in Aries. Now, Mars is the planet of energy, action, and forward movement, and he's in his home sign of Aries, so he wants to move fast. However, he's slowing down right now. He's been slowing down for at least a week, maybe 2, you've been feeling it. And he's getting ready to go retrograde soon. Not this week, but I believe it's next week. Mars will go retrograde. So things might feel like it's a little slowed down from the faster paced movement that maybe you were feeling. Venus rules relationships, and it's the feminine energy. Mars rules energy and is the masculine energy. And so it's like they're the lovers, right? The Venus and Mars, they're the two lovers. So there could be something in relationship that is a little challenging on or around that day on Friday when they come together. We could be feeling challenged in the home and family situation somehow. We could be feeling like something's not happening the way we want to, and Mars in Aries is getting impatient and wants to have it now, wants it to be done, or whatever it might be. So there might be some sort of challenge energy here. And if it's not in home and family, or it's not with your partner or significant other, then it's within yourself, where you're just feeling like this itch to get something moving or going, and maybe there's just some sort of a challenge with your finances, or challenges with, feeling right about it or good about it, or whatever it might be. There's a little bit of a snag there. Then as we go into, well, actually this is still on Friday, we have Mercury actually making a quincunx or inconjunct aspect to Mars, and Mercury also making a sextile to Venus. So what is that all about? The inconjunct or quincunx is somewhat of a challenging aspect, but the sextile is a positive aspect of opportunity. They both involve Mercury, the planet of thoughts, ideas, and communications. So again, there may need to be some sort of adjustment with how you're moving forward, adjust how you are expending your energy towards something, and then look for an opportunity of how to make something better. Look for an opportunity of a gift, perhaps, from the universe in some way, shape, or form, through someone or through a situation or circumstance. And then use that in the appropriate way, through communication or through putting an idea into motion. And then on Saturday the 5th, we have Mercury now transitioning out of Virgo and into the sign of Libra. Now, Mercury is going to be in Libra until September 27th, okay? So a little bit later in the month, Mercury will transition into the next sign of the zodiac. But while he's in Libra, things are going to be more about equality, fairness, justness, things being just, or justice happening or being done. There's going to be more communications within all forms of relationships, to where there needs to be an equal give and take. People, kind of compromising, being diplomatic. So all of that's going to be taking place with Mercury going into Libra. And on Sunday the 6th, Venus is changing signs. Venus is going to be moving out of the sign of Cancer, where she's been more loving, nurturing, and family-oriented, and she'll be moving into Leo from the 6th of September through the 2nd of October. And Venus in Leo is going to be more expressive. She's going to highlight more of her beauty, of her creative self-expression, of the color, color of her personality, through all forms of, again, expression, creativity. Creative projects are highlighted, and really just exuding the light within your soul, shining that light out in your soul is going to become more of a highlight here. So let's take a look at the messages from our angels and guides. This is a little bit more of a lengthy weekly reading because we had so much going on astrologically. We look at the first card, and we have Major Arcana number 9. This is reflection. In the traditional tarot deck, this is the Hermit card. So here we have this idea, just as it says, of reflecting, of going within. The Hermit likes to be alone. The Hermit likes to pull back its energies. The Hermit needs to contemplate, meditate, think about things, understand things. And the Hermit here, the reflection card, you can see that this Hermit is lighting his own way with this lantern, okay? He's got a staff here, and at the end of his staff, he's got a lantern. And that's what the Hermit card is all about. It's about finding your own light, finding the light within yourself and lighting your way towards the next step. So not looking outside of yourself for light or for direction, but finding that direction or finding that light or finding the decisions that need to be made within yourself, okay? The reflection here of the Hermit, remember that all relationships in our lives give us a reflection of ourselves. So if we're having challenges in a relationship, it's reflecting something within yourself that's unbalanced or disharmonious. If you're having a wonderful kind of time in a particular relationship, it's reflecting the love and the peace and the beauty and the creative self-expression within you. So realize that our relationships in this lifetime, on this planet, are a form of our evolution and growth. It's a form of reflection to us of things that we need to heal within ourselves, or giving us this idea of, reflection of where there might be certain challenges to adjust something within ourselves. But also remember too, the hermit needs to find the light within, kind of highlight or lighting up the shadows within the subconscious within, in order to heal them, which goes well with the full moon that we're going to be having this week, right? Full moon in Pisces, completion sign. Time to kind of highlight those challenges or those subconscious patterns, and to heal them and bring things to completion on that level, so that new beginnings can start to be seeded or planted or birthed as you move into the future. All right, so let's take a look at the second card here. The second card is also a major arcana. This is major arcana number 7, the Chariot, okay? And the traditional tarot, it's also called the Chariot card. So the traditional Chariot card has a person in a chariot, just as this one does. Now, this is actually, I don't know which god this is, but this is definitely some Tibetan or Indian kind of deity, if you will, in the chariot. Usually the chariot is pulled by 2 horses. Usually it's a black horse and a white horse. The black horse is going in one direction, the white horse is trying to go in the other direction. They're kind of veering in different directions, which means the chariot isn't moving forward very fast, because if you have 2 horses trying to go in different directions, it's not going to go forward. In this rendition of the chariot, we have 5 horses, so we have more horsepower, so to speak. We have more horsepower, more energy that's trying to pull us forward, that's trying to get us to move forward on our path. Okay, the chariot is going down a path here. We have 2 horses veering off to the right, 2 horses veering off to the left. We have the 5th horse in the middle, moving straight ahead. So that's a good sign, because we have at least 1 horse pointed in the right direction, which is forward. Now we have to bring the other 4 horses into alignment with that one in the center, so that they're all moving in a focused direction forward. So this to me is saying that we have a little bit of focus, we have a little bit of forward movement going on. We know the direction we want to take, but sometimes maybe we vacillate away from it, or sometimes maybe we're questioning it, and sometimes maybe we're getting pulled in different directions. But we at times have some clarity about the movement and where we want to go in life, what we want to experience, who we want to be, what the end result is that we're trying to manifest. So if we can bring these other factors, these other energies into alignment within ourselves, which could be our ideas, our thoughts, our belief systems, our own emotions, our fears, our anxieties, if we can bring things into alignment within us, then we can have all the horses pointing in the forward movement of that one in the center. And then the chariot is going to take us towards our goal. So far we have the reflection of the hermit, finding your truth, finding your light within, and bringing things into alignment in order to move forward towards your truth, towards your goals. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the last card here. Wow, major arcana number 18. So again, important week this week, okay? This is major arcana number 18. This is Luna. Of course, in the traditional tarot, this is the moon card. We have a full moon this week in the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces, which is a water sign, which is going to heighten this emotional energy even more. And, bring things, again, bring an energy to completion. It's bringing a cycle of energy on the collective level, but maybe on a personal level as well, to completion. Now, you can see the tides rising, the emotions are rising. Of course, it's nighttime, so it's bringing in the shadow aspects, the shadowy parts of our psyche and our emotional bodies, our emotional natures. But this moon is big and bright. This moon is lighting things up. There's nothing too scary in this card. There's not a storm going on or anything negative. So the moon here is really just highlighting what lies beneath the surface. The moon is highlighting the shadows within us. The moon is highlighting what needs to be brought to completion. It's highlighting the things that are out of alignment within us and around us so that we can bring them into alignment and be able to move forward. Okay? So really the moon cycle here is a very important moon cycle this week. Let's take a look at the archangel that's guiding our way as a collective here for this particular week from the Angels of Atlantis cards. Sandalphon, Archangel Sandalphon. I love this card. It's evolution. Archangel Sandalphon is the archangel that carries our prayers and intentions to the higher realms. If you want to say to God, to the heavens, to the universe. But Archangel Sandalphon is helping with those intentions, with those prayers, with what it is that we're desiring, where we're wanting to move towards. And it's bringing us closer to a significant jump in our evolution and growth. Look at that beautiful energy of how things are evolving. Things are evolving within our mind, body, and energy field. Things are evolving on the planet. Things are evolving with the collective of humanity, with the Earth Mother Gaia herself, with the animals. We're all raising our consciousness. We're all evolving. And in this week, with the full moon in Pisces, last sign of the zodiac, sign of completion, there's an evolution and growth taking place here on many multidimensional levels that's assisting us all on a personal, on a collective, on a global, on an intergalactic even level that's happening here. So that's a wonderful message for the week. Let's take a look at your special message card depending on your stone of choice. So again, I chose the astrology cards for a special message because of the full moon and its importance for the week. So for the people that chose, what was the first one? Oh yes, the Tektite. Special message for Tektite people. Special message for Tektite people. This one's kind of catching my eye as I open my eyes. And it is, Black Moon Lilith and mystery. So some of you out there might know a little bit about astrology and might know a little bit about Black Moon Lilith. I don't want you to get hung up on the interpretation of Black Moon Lilith because sometimes she has kind of a negative description to her. Instead, I want you to focus on the card image itself and the fact that this is mystery, that the key word here is mystery. So I feel like your message here, and it even has a little moon over here or planet that's shadowed out a little bit. I feel like with Black Moon Lilith, this is something about the divine feminine. I feel like there's something about the shadow of the divine feminine, which is in part of the story of Black Moon Lilith, if you want to go and research that and look that up. But I feel like we're talking about the shadow energies within you and your psyche that deals with the divine feminine aspect within you and on the planet, because what's happening in the collective or on the planet is a part of you because we're all interconnected. So there's something about the shadow side of the divine feminine, and whatever part of that shadow side of the divine feminine that operates within you that needs to be highlighted and healed during this full moon cycle in this particular week. Look for the mystery within. Look for the mystery within your life. Look for the mystery within yourself. And to me, mystery is a good thing. This is like magic to me, mystery and magic. So find the magic within yourself. Look for the mystery of ancient times. I'm feeling like some real strong pulls to other lifetimes, other dimensions, other places that you may have lived or been a part of. And part of what that mystery holds for you with this Black Moon Lilith, divine feminine, and the healing of the divine feminine energies. To me, this is about empowerment of the divine feminine, right? We have some empowerment of the divine feminine energies on this planet as a collective that are happening over this time. And as you heal the shadow aspects within yourself and your own divine feminine, It heals the shadow aspects on the collective level of the divine feminine and it helps us move into more of that empowerment energy. Okay? So find the magic and the mystery within yourselves, heal the shadow side, and allow that to reverberate out into all dimensions and directions of time and space, both within you, previous lifetimes and incarnations, parallel lifetimes, as well as on a planetary level. Okay, so for those of you that chose the Smoky Quartz Point, Smoky Quartz Point, special message for Smoky Quartz Point. Okay, when I opened my eyes, this one caught my attention. Saturn and truth. Now Saturn gets a bad rap because he's the planet of karmic lessons. He's the planet of restrictions, limitations, and delays. But look at this particular card. In this particular card, it's very bright and light and colorful. Saturn is the teacher of truth or the teacher of lessons. Saturn teaches us responsibility. Saturn teaches us through our karmic lessons. Okay? And through learning what our karmic lessons are and moving to clear the karma out, we find our truth. And I feel like this is much more about Saturn helping you to unearth your truth here because of all these wonderful colors. It's like it's stripping away the layers of karma from this and previous lifetimes. And what it's revealing is this creative self-expression of your truth. It's revealing the color of your personality, your soul, your light, okay? This is taking responsibility for doing your own work as a soul, doing your own work as far as evolving and growing, on this third dimensional planet, and sometimes through very challenging third dimensional lessons. But what's coming out in the end here is this wonderful truth of who you are, this shining your light, this creative expression. We have almost all the colors of the chakras here. We have red, we have orange, we have yellow, we have some green energy, we have some turquoise for the throat chakra, we have purple, we have even indigo down here. So really, this is all the colors of the chakras being ignited, being energized, and in doing so, they're allowed to function properly, okay, with matters of security and stability for the root chakra, passion, creative self-expression for the sacral chakra, empowerment and confidence for the solar plexus chakra, the unconditional love and compassion for self and others of the heart chakra, the speaking our truth and being authentic with our words through the throat chakra, the seeing, psychically, having the vision of things and where we want to go with the third eye chakra, and then of course the revelations on a higher dimensional level, having the insights, the knowledge, and the channeling of that information and knowledge with the crown chakra. So I feel like there's a lot of wonderful things happening here, and I would definitely do some meditation work and opening up and balancing those chakras, and asking for the karmic clearing, the Saturn karmic clearing of all things that are weighing you down in order to, strip away and get to the truth of who you are, the truth of what you're here to do. Okay, well, let's put this here standing upright. Okay, so now we have the special message card for the Pneumite people. Pneumite. Special message for Pneumite for this week. Special message for Pneumite. This one, nope. Yep, this one. Pneumite. Ooh, lunar eclipse. That's powerful too. Now, we're not having a full moon lunar eclipse. We're having a full moon. This might be regarding something that happened back in June, July during the lunar eclipse that we had. This could also be signifying something that is a timing thing that will be coming up for the next lunar eclipse that we have, which is either December of 2020 or January 2021 is when we start having the next eclipse season. So this could be about paying attention to something that occurred in the last lunar eclipse or something with timing that's coming up in the next lunar eclipse. Now, lunar eclipses or eclipses in general, right, are about change, some huge, profound changes and redirections. So not necessarily having to wait or reflect on the past or look forward to the future. This is basically just a message that there's some huge changes coming up for you. And even with this full moon not being in eclipse energy, I think that this message is just telling you that there's some huge changes coming up. And to pay attention to the cycles of the moon here. You can see the moons coming across here and all of the cycles of those moons. We're in a full moon now. We're going to be in a waning moon, so it's time to surrender, release, let go. When we get to the next new moon, it'll be a time of planting new seeds and new beginnings. So then it'll be a time of growth and expansion. So pay attention to the moon cycles and what energies are reflected by those moon cycles. So there's something important there for you to pay attention to as far as whether we're in a new moon cycle or a full moon cycle. Do I need to plant new seeds and start new beginnings? Do I need to release and let go and heal? And again, other than that, you're in for a time of some huge changes. Huge changes that may be initiated now, and maybe this is saying that they will last until the eclipses, the next set of eclipses start at the end of the year and the beginning of 2021. To look for the changes that will be occurring. In fact, when we move into the year of 2021 on a collective level, we'll be moving into more of an energy of shifts and changes and redirections. This year has been more about status quo and feeling limited or stuck or challenged, as a collective. Next year, not that things are all going to be, balancing out and that things are going to go back to normal the way we considered normal to be, but I feel like we're going to have more movement. There's going to be something happening to where there's changes occurring. So, and especially for you with this message coming in, I feel like by January 2021, look for the changes that start to occur that may be initiated during this week, okay? All right, so initiate some healing as well. Lunar eclipse, which is associated with a full moon. This week we have a full moon. It's time to heal, release, and let go. It's time to complete something and let it go. All right, everybody. I hope you've all enjoyed this weekly angel card reading. Thank you so much for your support. Please share my videos. If you like this video, comment on it, like it, but please also share it with others. I would love to have, that kind of interaction, that kind of energy interaction. And I know a lot of you support me and you send me wonderful, beautiful comments about liking my videos. And, I would just like to reach more people. So if you are so inclined and feel so guided, that would be a wonderful, lovely thing that I would greatly appreciate. Thank you for following me on Facebook. Thank you for checking out my website, which, by the way, there's already been some changes to my website. There's more to come, but I've got some new services that have been added. I've got just new things that are happening on my website, sacredsoulempowerment.com. So if you'd like to check it out, you send me some feedback. It's still in the process of change, but I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. And until we meet each other again, or until we see each other in the monthly video, sending you lots of love and light and many, many angel blessings. Namaste, everyone.